はい、ということでね、早速やっていきましょう。いきなりね、始まりました。で、メタルギアをね、倒します。破壊します。どうしたらいいんだっけ、これ。わ。これ、間違いなく、フィンガーだと思うんだよね。これ。ちょっと待って。食らったダメージ。食らってるダメージ。ちょっと待って。ダメージ食らってますちょっとダメージ食らってますよ、これ。やばい。この、なんでこうなったのかわからない方はね、前回の動画をぜひ見てください。そう、しか言えない。やばい。影がでかい影が。これで。やばいって。これダメージ食らってないよね。うわお。これ何右上。こっちの時に。いや。でも意外とメタルギアの攻撃当たんない。これ何これ。こっちはね。こっち狙えばいいの。ちょっとレックスに近づいてみるか。オッケー。なんだ、こっち狙えばいいんじゃん。やべ、パターン入った。何パターン入ったよ、なんかレーザー撃ってきてる。いや危なっ。オッケー。何めっちゃ簡単じゃん。やば。めっちゃ簡単だったんだけど。レックスってこんな弱いの？いやー。いや、やってないな。ダメか。いやー、かっこいいね。やばくね？誰ですか？いやー、忍者ですか。やば。激アツだね。やっぱディープスロートってこの人だったんだ。いいね。なんか最強対最強みたいな戦い。いや、すごいね。あんだけファマス打っても当たんなかった人に。刀投げた。どうすんの？なんかよく見たら手になんかはめてんね。なんか機銃みたいな感じ。なんかロックマンみたいな。なんか完全にロックマンじゃん、これ。ロックマン。プラグイン。
What do you want from me? I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free.
会話できるんだね、ちゃんとね。
Stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell bent on taking revenge for you. Naomi. You're the only one who can stop her.
意識はしてるみたいだね。
No, I can't. Why? Because I'm the one who killed her parents.
自覚してるんだ。ナオミの両親を殺したのは。
I was young then and couldn't bring myself to kill her too.
なんだかんだでいいお兄ちゃんをしてるんだね。
That I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
普通にただのいい兄弟ですやん。
Outwardly, we may have seemed like
いや、
contented
そうよそうよ。
brother and sister. But every time I looked into her eyes, I trembled with fear. Tell her for me.
いや、
Tell her
なん
that
か
I
悲
was
し
the
い
one
いい
who
兄弟だけどちょっとなんか悲しい。あ、忘れてた。忘れてた。いやいやいやいや。
Here's a final present from deep
最後のプ
throat.
レゼント、あれは何ですか？
I'll stop it from moving.
跳躍力すごいね、やっぱ。強化人間だから。すごいね。映画みたい、本当に。オリンピック出た方がいい。いや、すごすぎるだろ。あったね。いけ、ロックマン。いけ、ロックバスター。うわ、すごい。映画みたい。うわ。やばいんじゃないこれ。うわ。やりやがった。やりやがった。いやー、すごい。いや、レックスでかっ。うわ。いや、これやりすぎだろ。これダメだろ。許さねえ。絶対許さねえ、こいつ。
We use royal harriers. Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
まだ撃てるか。なかなかやるね。追い込まれてきてる。うわー、すごいね。一回一回がもう感動的。本当になんか映画ゲームだよね。本当に。うわ。スネークのこと全然見てないよ。
He destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox. But now you're finished!
Now, fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
マジ？え？撃っていいの？
It's no good. I can't do it. It's no good. I can't do it.
撃てないんだけど。I can do it と言ってるよ。てかこのカメラの感度良すぎる。めちゃめちゃ照準にずれますね。結局撃たせてくれません。これ A ボタン連打してるんですけど撃たせてくれませんね。すいません、今ちょっと鼻声で鼻を吸う、あ、音。今鼻声でちょっと鼻をする音が入ってしまうんですけど、すいません。うわっ、おい、まさか踏むんじゃねえだろうな。おい、うわっ、うわうわ、残酷だな。
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at.
名言をなんか言っていますね。
I always always fought for what I believed in. Snake. Farewell.
うわー、どうする。おっ、いやいやいやいやいやいや、今の潰し方、アリンコ潰した時にやるやり方だ。うわー、許さねえ、絶対許さねえ。お、待って、刀使うんじゃない、スネーク。まさかの、お、刀デビューですか、もしかして。でも刀じゃ勝てなくね、レックス。よく見たらひん曲がってるし。あれ、使わないんかい。使わないんかい。いや、刀使いたかったわ。ちょっとなんかいろいろ電話してみようか。結構あれだね、重たい話になってます。またマスター電話したらことなんだこれ。まあ出るわけないよな。メリルオタコン、レックスの股間に設置されている自用電磁レーザー。うん。破壊兵器だね。いやいやいや、この時に言ってられねえだろ。やっぱスティンガーなんだね。よし。あ、リキッド出てきたよね。待て。やばい。ちょっと待って、リキッド狙いたい。声がね、もう入んと一緒。あ、何これ、ミサイルはもしかしてあれなのかな、なくなんない？いけ。ミサイルランチャーはなくならないらしい。あともうちょっと。あともうちょっと。動きだ。オッケー。いや、やばい、ライフが なくなる。いけ。オッケー。結構楽でしたね。 スネークもヘトヘトでしょ。いや千鳥足。すごいね。いや、またなんか編集するとき大変そうだな、画面暗そうで。オレックスが崩れてくね。あれ、スネークは気を失ってるのかな、これ。いや、降りてきてんじゃん、普通に。どういうこと？もう不死身だね。
Sleeping late as usual, eh, Snake?
Liquid, you're still
いや
alive.
不死身だね、この
I
男。
will die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict shall breed conflict. New hatreds will arise, and our own biosphere shall steadily expand.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't that reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing, that's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face as you delivered the coup de grace. Oh, it reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
There is a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method?
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So, it was you and I, two fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But unlike us, they carry it digitally. With the completion of the Human Genome Project in the last century, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted using gene therapy into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing right and left are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
They are misshapen creatures, artificially produced from Father's genetic pattern. They are our blood brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments. Huh? 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to pesticides and radiation from depleted uranium rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just to cover up the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We're on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? Because it increases the chances that shared genes will be transmitted to future generations. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in our very genes.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you.
Meryl?
お、久しぶりの登場ですね。メリル。いけんの？いや、俺も気になる。
I'm not sure. She was alive. A few
数時間前ってどのあたりで？
Poor girl kept
で
calling
もわざわざ死んでる人をここにさ、持ってくるとは思えないんだよね。
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No. We have no
いや、すごいね。
past, no future. If we did,
否定的な兄弟、
our
親
fate is
父
nothing.
と
What
否
is
定的な
dictated
兄
in the
貴。
genes we inherited from our father.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel
またキャンベル。
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to
君に
do?
渡すキャンベ
Colonel,
ル。
answer me.
あれ
The
だね。
Secretary of Defense has taken over
いい印象がないね。
active operation. He's on his way there by AWACS
What for?
to bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers
Right.
just lifted off from
Bak
the
sarı
Air
çim
Force
alacağım.
base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from
なるほどね。
here, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence, along with anyone who knows
めちゃくちゃ
anything.
だね。最後の最後で。
Snake, I'll stop the nuclear strike.
お、そんなことできんのか？
I may be only a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be
全て
bad
を
for
失
you.
うぞ。
Don't worry. It's the least I can
かっこいいね。
do after all
本当に
these
失い
lives.
てはいけないものを守る。
I'm
かっこいい
ordering
ね
you to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. Huh? What are you doing?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it!
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
いや、結論から喋る。そして誰こいつ。誰
This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim
ジム
Houser.
ハウスマン。
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he is a ridiculous man.
あ、そういうわけじゃない
He
の。
truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence
大
left.
統領。
I'm sure the president would want the same thing.
The president ordered this?
The president is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
大統領絡んでる。
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing
Ha.
cover story.
どいつもこいつもや
Simply
ることがめ
say
ちゃくちゃだね。
terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Damn it! You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the genome army,
関係ないの
everyone.
かこいつらにと。
Donald, the DARPA chief,
Hi, hi.
is already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my
あ、
friend.
そうなんだ。
And you could care
ダ
less
ーパ
about
局長
what
友達
happens
だ
to
った。
everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic
また光
disc,
持ってないん
I
だ。
might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see.
スロットが持ってるんだよね。
Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from
貴
the
様ら二人70年代のチブ。
Our country's
リギットも言われてますやん。
secret. You can't be allowed to live. You're just the lingering ghosts of a system that is no more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left before the bomb.
Oh, there's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the
つい
airstrike.
に兄弟喧嘩か。
You
意
stole
外とすぐ取れるんだ
everything
ね。
from me.
意外とすぐ取れるもんなんだね。
I shall nullify you
いや、リキッ
and
ドかっけえ
your
な、やっぱ。
genes, and I will take
テロ
them
リストのリーダーとはい
all
え。
back.
何で戦うの？
She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle.
メリルをかけて戦うって感じ。
Do you see this? This will be the time limit for our
決着を刻
final
むスノードキ
battle.
あ、なんか爆
When
爆
death
弾的な
comes
感
for
じ。
this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you
なるほど
win,
ね。
you might
生きてんの
still
メリ
be
ルはさっ
able
きか
to
ら気にな
save
る。
her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
わ、押しやがった。さあ、跳躍力半端ないよね。
And if you cross this line, you'll
どのライ
fall.
ン？
At this height,
どのラインですか？全然見えませんが。いいね、レックスの上で戦うんだ。さあ、世界の運命を股にかけた兄弟喧嘩。勝負。いいの普通に。いいの普通に。おい。何？なんか拾って。おい。いった。おい、やるじゃんこいつ。投げ技決まったね。まあ、戦いよ、お前。いいね、いいよ。リギット全然攻撃してこないじゃん。はい。もうあと半分。あ、制限時間あるのか。おい。うわ、ずるっ。あ、俺もできるけどね。これだろ。やばい、あと1分半しかない。はい。あれだね。なんか、ちゃんと3発当てないともったいない。そして強い。なんか持ってる俺。ドッグタグしか持ってる。お、なんかダウン取れるんやったね。いいね。あと1分。あと1分。やばい、時間がない。やばいって。いやー、ここに来て。マジ？ 絶対負けねえよ。もうね、コツつかんだからね。リキってやばすぎ。パンチキックのこのコンビネーション2回分だからな、こいつの一発が。相打ち。リキット強すぎだろ、マジで。あ、ローリングも使ってっか。
Is that all you've got? You're out of time.
あべ。
You're out of time.
はいはいはいはい。よ。これどうしたらいいのマジ。
What's wrong?
タックル構えたらローリングするから。あ、でも回復する時間がない。いいよ。回復回復。回復回復。オッケー。余裕だろこれ。オッケーオッケーオッケー。もうちょっともうちょっと。もうちょっともうちょっと。絶対負けねえよ俺。オッケー。いやお前もうお前死んでんだろおい。お前死んでんだろお前。あ、いけいけいけいけいけ。いやいや、シュールだな今の。今の時期シュールだったな。どうやって終わんのこれ、今の殴り合いで。おお、すごいね。これ見物。あすごいね。いいいい。サムネイル候補がいっぱいある。いいねいいね。ただね、画面がすごい暗い。画面がおお、もうサムネイル候補いっぱいあって困っちゃうね、なんか。お、死んだべ。
Snake!
すごい、なんか誇らしいね。ロッキーのテーマ流したくなる。いやー、長かったー。メリルはこれ生きてんのかな。
Meryl. Meryl.
いるのかなこれは。お、生きてる。
Snake? Is that you?
すごい。生きてる。
Snake, you're alive. Thank God.
すごいね。
Meryl.
すごいって言ったらあれだけど。
Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
いや、そりゃそうだろ。
Meryl, you must have been terrible.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
拷問されたんだ。
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
お 一安心だね。
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on.
何がいいのかよくわかんないけど。
I was scared.
I'm sorry.
さあ、撮影時間が40分を超えております。
It made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure
こ
of.
れいいの？空爆、
A single hope that I
空
held
爆これ
on
来るんじゃないのこれ。
to, and that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl.
こういうことをしてる場合じゃない気がするのは私だけでしょうか。メタルギアってこういうゲームだ。
That's my codec. Snake, it's me.
ダコンかい。
Looks like you stopped Rex. Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay. All right. You saved her, man. Good job. I got some bad news, too.
空爆だよ、空爆。
Oh boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No, it's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know? Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've
ダ
found
コ
a
ンも
reason
な
to
んかいろい
live.
ろと
Good. Don't
変わったんだね。いいこといい
Same
こと
to。you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks. Oh, that
な
sounds
んかい
nice.
いお似合いのコンビだね、この二人。
Thanks, Snake.
あ、
Let's get the hell
脱
out
出
of
ね。
here.
What about him? Where is Otacon?
He's
い
fighting
や、う
right
まいね
now.。
その返しうまいね。俺だったらオタコン残るってよって言っちゃう気がする。かっこいいね、奴は戦ってるって。
He's fighting for
俺
us
だったら
too.
Yeah, and I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
ここから降りるの結構大変だよね。アクロバットだな。
Snake.
Meryl.
どういうゲームだったっけなんか
It's
恋
starting.
愛シミュレーションゲームだっけメ
I
タル
must
ギ
be
ア。
heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of
そう、なん
here.
かあんま脱出す
It's
る
freezing outside. You need some clothes.
感じじゃないよ。いや、服は着た方がいいって言うけど、なんで探してんのよ。服なんかないじゃん。 え
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up!
今の探す時間なん？
Hurry!
メリルはなんで来てんだ？バンダナまであるけど。
Looking good, Snake.
脱出もムービーなのかな？
Hurry!
あ、なにこれ。ちょっとなんかせかす感じなんだね。はいはい。あ、レーションあるんだよ。あ、やっぱ運転とか。お前に。お前ふざけんなよ、マジで。待って、敵来んの？これ敵。敵来んの？いやいやいや、ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。なんでこんなにいんの？いった。ふざけんな、お前。待って、全然傷してねえじゃん。オッケー。行こう行こう行こう行こう。え、ちょっと待って、なんか乗ってきた。乗ってきたんだけど。こうオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。いやいやいや、何今乗って敵乗ってきたんだけど今。オッケーオッケーオッケー。あ、いいね、気持ちいいね。これどうしたらいいの？おお。あ、何もう一回持ってるか。オッケー。操作難しい。操作難しいね。オッケー。よっ。めちゃめちゃ暗いです。そしてすごく暗い。お、なんか次があり見えましたね。いいね、たまに車乗るのいいね。え、やばくね？不死身じゃんこの男。またこれで戦うの？これでいいの？リギットすごいね、なんかちゃんとかわしてくるから。リギットさ、すごいね。不死身、ほんとに。ほら。いや、リギット運転もうまいし、射撃のセンスもいいし。すごいすごいすごい。すごいすごい。これ打ちっぱでいいんだよね。早っ。意外と簡単だったね。メタルギアらしくないね、この曲なんか。F0 かなっていう。リギットうまいな。運転めっちゃうまい、リギット。うわー。まだ飛ぶもそうか。メイル気絶してね。 すげえ。いや、すごいな、スネーク。すごいすごいすごい。頭突きってこんな暗いんだ。なんで頭突きなの？そして外に出ましたね。いやいやいやいやいやいやいや、危ない。どっちがどっちですか、これは。あ、崖っぷちがスネークかな。あれ？そうだよね。いや、すごいアクション映画だよ、もう。いやいやいやいやいやいやいや、この距離で外すのもなかなかだけどさ。あ、もうボロボロなのかな。待って、スネークめっちゃピンピンしてんじゃん。リキッドこんな辛そうだけど。あ、すごい、こんなリキッド初めて見たね。なんか血まみれの。どうした？どうした？マジマジ。びっくりした。余裕じゃん。え、なんなの全然わけわかんない。おー、崩れ落ちるよ。これで全てが終わりましたね。
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel!
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 bombers have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I'd better not show my face around there.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
There's also a helicopter waiting for you at the Fox Islands.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay. Roy. Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all of Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling's with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi?
I heard about my brother.
Frank wanted to tell you something. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought on sheer willpower until the very end.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. My brother was already dying. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar land, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I going to go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you. Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code, inscribed into their genes. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that its genetic information houses a person's strengths or destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm gonna choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from now on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to what will come. All life is tethered to the future. Loving each other, teaching each new generation, then the world can change. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. The Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or a reminder of the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. My survival instinct that tells me not to die. That's all the motive I've had in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name is David.
Okay, so where to, Dave?
家族になるんじゃないこのまま。
I think it's time we
そ
look
んな
for a
気
new
がする。
path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it.
すごい。
I know we'll find it.
Hey, what are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
メタルギアってこういう結末になるんだね。
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
It's nice, isn't it? Being alive.
人生を楽しもうか。
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
これメタルギアあるあるだよね。こういうなんか過去の歴史とかをこうやって文面に表示するのってメタルギアあるあるだと思います。いいね。これがメタルギア。
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Yes. Yes, sir. Thanks to the vaccine. Yes, those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, there are no other records. They've all been deleted from the base's computer. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes. Yes. Liquid is dead. The inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Of course, the other one thinks so too. Yes, sir. I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. Yes. Yes, sir. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I understand. The surveillance will continue. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
はい。で、ゲームがね、すべて終わりました。総評かな。プレイ時間が10時間、セーブ31回、コンティニュー15回、アラート、でも19回なんだね。殺した数78。ほう、殺した数ね。で、レーションの使用回数とかも出るのこれ。70、レーションの使用回数、すごいね。78。はい。で、なんかコードネーム、レオパルドあれかななんか猛獣みたいなということらしいです。バンダナを取得しました。よくわかりませんが、バンダナを手に入れました。さっきのボロキレかな。はい。じゃあ以上でね、メタルギアの、実況配信かな。終了していきたいと思います。すごいね、シリーズ化して長い動画になってしまったんですけど、皆さん、見ていただいて本当にありがとうございました。もし好評だったら、またメタルギア動画の配信をね、シリーズ他にもありますので、また2週目なんかもちょっとやっていこうと思いますんで、ぜひぜひそちらの動画も見てください。ということで、メタルギア実況配信以上で終了したいと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。さようなら。